Hello children, we all know that the most important function of a leaf is to prepare food for the plant. Now you all must have seen your mother cooking food in the kitchen, and for cooking the food she needs various materials. In the same way, plants also prepare their food, and they prepare their food in leaves, and because of this reason leaves are called the kitchen of the plant, and they are also known as the food factory of plant. Now there is one process, by which the plants prepare their food, and this process is called photosynthesis. Now let us try to understand this process in detail.
Photosynthesis. The word photosynthesis is made up of two words, photo plus synthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together. Now let us try to understand it with the help of a diagram. Now suppose your mother wants to prepare vegetable soup for you. So for preparing vegetable soup, she will be requiring various vegetables, water, salt and various other spices. In the same way, for preparing food for the plant, leaves also require various materials like sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll. Now where is the chlorophyll? It is present on the surface of the leaf. Okay. Now let us try to understand how this whole process is carried out. You see, the roots will absorb water from the soil. Okay, then this water will be transported by the stem to the leaves. Okay, sunlight will be absorbed by the chlorophyll which is present on the surface of the leaf, and this carbon dioxide will enter inside the leaf through tiny pores. Okay, and these tiny pores are nothing but the stomata. So the carbon dioxide will enter the leaves through stomata. Okay, and then utilizing all these things, what will happen? After utilizing all these things, a food will be prepared by the plant, and this food is called starch. Okay, it is called starch, and along with starch another thing will also be produced, that is the oxygen. So it will be released into the air and this will be utilized by us. Okay, and the starch will be stored inside the plant. Okay, it can be stored in the leaf also, it can be stored in the stem also, or it can be stored where? It can be stored in the roots also. And one more important thing, the part in which the starch is stored, that part is edible. Now what is edible? Edible means something which is fit for eating, something which you can eat. For example, if this starch is stored inside the leaf, so that leaf you can eat. If that starch is stored inside the root, then that root also is edible and you can eat that root. Now I can give you some example. For example, certain leaves which we eat are spinach, okay, cabbage. These leaves we are eating. So why? Because the plants are storing their food inside those leaves. And some roots which we eat are what? Carrot, beetroot. Why we can eat these roots? Because the plant is storing its starch inside these parts, and that is why we are able to eat these parts of the plant. Okay, so now we can conclude that photosynthesis is defined as the process by which plants prepare their own food in presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll. Okay, this whole process can be written down in the form of an equation. Okay, water plus carbon dioxide in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives starch and oxygen. Starch is the food which is stored inside the plant. It can be stored in leaf also, it can be stored in stem or root. Okay, and this oxygen is released in the air.